Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and I'm about to murder my girlfriend. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. Right, I hope we're all doing well. I'm going to crack on straight away with this drink. I'm parched, need it. So this week we are sponsored by Brothers, but not any normal Brothers cider. This is the special edition ginger cider, and because I've enjoyed my ginger beer lately, I'm going to try my ginger cider, so let's see how we go. Beautiful, can't go wrong with that. It tastes very much like that Crabbies that I had, but just obviously cider. But I really am a fan of ginger now for some reason. Right, to the point where I'm actually going to kill my girlfriend, aka Joe. If anyone's been watching me since Point Dark, you would have known a few months back I actually cancelled my home insurance and started it with a new company. And while the policy had cancelled, it left us 2 days without insurance, which we just thought, we'll be lucky, it's okay. And I got robbed during them 2 days. And I couldn't claim because obviously police reports and all that lot. So just mean I lost £1,000 worth of bikes. And I was very upset about it, but you were just like, you can't cry over spilt milk, it's been done. So anyway, time's passed and we've gone back to NatWest for whatever reason. And yeah, we've got a NatWest policy. So I've been and brought this lovely new PC, which is hiding behind the camera. And all the time I've been editing on a Sony Vaio laptop. And Joe's been saying, oh, I can't wait to get the PC so I can have the Vaio. I was like, okay then. So day one, I've got my PC, I go to work, get a phone call off Joe saying the Vaio is dead. So I come back home and it is dead, and I can repair laptops, but that thing was dead. And the only thing I could put it down to was overheating, so I said, have you done anything? She's like, no. So tried to repair it, and it's dead, I can't repair it. Not a problem. Again, I'm a guy that don't cry over spilt milk. You can't control these things, so you just have to live on. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to phone NatWest, my insurance policy, and hopefully now get a new laptop. So I phoned up straight away and says, the laptop's broken, and he was down my throat straight away, said, why, what you done? I was like, nothing. And he's like, you've not hit it, have you? Have you dropped it down the stairs? I was like, no, seriously, I've done nothing, it just won't turn on. He's like, well, you can't claim them, mate. If you dropped it down the stairs, or if you would have spilt something on it, then it's covered, because that's accidental damage. But just because it died, you're not insured against that. I was like, oh, you're kidding. So, for being honest, I'm no longer insured for the laptop. I was like, so angry, yeah, okay then. I've now had 3 insurance policies and £1,000 worth of bikes, £500 worth of laptops, and I've not been able to claim once. So I'm like, okay, annoying, very annoying. So I spent about 2 hours inside the laptop trying my best to repair it, couldn't fix it. Right, we'll have to just write that one off, we'll have to buy a new laptop. So that's all it was. So about 10 minutes ago, before I started filming this, Joe was sat round the table with her mother and she had a confession. And that confession was, she spilt water on the laptop and she didn't dare tell me. Now, I'm angry for 2 reasons. One, if it was water damage, I wouldn't have spent 2 hours trying to repair it. I would have known what the source was and gone to try and repair that or replace that part. And 2, that's covered in the insurance policy. So if I would have phoned up and says she spilt water on it, I would have had a new laptop by now. But NatWest have put it on my record saying I've tried to claim for this, saying I've not broke it, so I can't phone back again now and claim that it's now accidentally broken, so it's now a write-off. So because she lied, we've now got no laptop. So that's the first rant. Nice one, Joe. Sleep with one eye open, my dear. But anyway, gaming now. Let's try and get into some gaming news. Big thing really this week, and it's the 3DS. And I'm not Nintendo bashing before we go any further, because now I enjoy Nintendo, I like the 3DS, I want it to succeed. I brought one, so obviously I don't want it to turn to crap. But there's been a few problems. First of all, 15 games have apparently been cancelled. And it's just different reasons. Some people are saying 3DS ain't got future, some people are saying we're releasing 2 games that's more popular so we're cancelling it. So there's many different reasons. So it might just stack up against them looking like a bad thing, but nonetheless, this is what's been cancelled. My Garden, Saint Row Drive-By, Omega 5, Boink, Bomberman, Blood Rain the Shroud, DJ Hero, Assassin's Creed, Mega Man Legends, and the one which is a real kick in the teeth, one that I would love is Kuralimpa Marble Madness, and if you've never played that on the Wii, you've missed out. That was one of the games that I really did enjoy on the Wii, and to bring it to the 3DS so you can actually do that with your screen would have been awesome. So yeah, these 15 companies have cancelled for a reason or not. That's damaging for anybody who's contemplating to develop for the 3DS. Here's 15 people have cancelled out. That's obviously something that you go, that's a bit of a dangerous market to get into. The second time the 3DS sales aren't doing awesome, and it's for one reason, I believe, and that is Nintendo's fault. And that is, everybody who sends me messages always says a very similar thing, and that is, I will get a 3DS when there's some games released. So it sounds like there's a massive market of people who are just waiting for these games, and that's Nintendo's fault for not having some awesome games on launch day. Don't get me wrong, like Zelda's out there, but if you've only got Zelda as a game that you want to play, that's a very expensive game. That's going to be £200 for the handheld and then £20–30 for the actual game. So £230 to play Zelda, no one's going to do it because they want to have more games than just Zelda. So don't get me wrong, before people say, whoa, there's loads of games out there at the moment. I know there's games out there, and if you've got a 3DS then you'll be playing Pilot Wings and stuff like that and you're enjoying it. But for somebody who hasn't got a 3DS, for instance, if Joe didn't buy one, I would still be sat there going, I'm going to get one, I'm just waiting for this load of games to come out that will make me want to buy it. And it sounds like everyone's in the same boat, everybody's waiting, and that is damaging the sales because obviously they expect it to go and it's gone. So with them not giving the great games on launch, people haven't been buying it. So a developer will come in, people are cancelling, sales aren't doing too good. Do I want to develop for this? Is it safe waters? So I think 3DS have actually put themselves in a bit of a predicament now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not predicting it's going to go under. I reckon they'll release some more games and then eventually people will start buying it and it's going to be a good little handheld. And I enjoy it. I just think they've done themselves some damage prattling about like this. And the good thing is actually this week it feels like a rant because that's 2 rants out of the way and I've got another rant, YouTube. And what that was is the kind of suckered me in this week. I did that point and click skit on Sunday, uploaded it, put it online and got some good feedback straight away. And a few people started watching it quite quickly. I was like, oh, this is good, people are enjoying this comedy. And it got to about 400 hits and then something weird happened. If your video ever goes viral or you get 1 million hits in a day, you tend to win awards. So most of us would have never seen these. And what will happen is, say your video got the second most watched video in the comedy genre, then you'll be the second best comedian of that day and you can win an award. Well, I won an award. No, I won 2 awards. Most talked about video of the day and also the 14th best comedy of the day. And I was like, wait a minute, something's happened. And also, I know when these people get like 1 million hits, if you ever watch a video when it's just been launched, it will sit like at 400 hits. And then if you press refresh, it's not gone up by any, it sits at 400 and it kind of just jumps up. So the stats don't refresh fast enough. So I checked my video, I was like 400, refreshed, it's staying around 400. I was like, could this gone viral? Could somebody put it in the right place or the right person seen it and kind of sent it out? And I was like, oh God. Next minute, get an email off YouTube saying, your video is doing really well, you can earn money off this, welcome to the partnership program. I was like, it's happened, I'm viral. And then I get a message from YouTube next day saying, we kind of screwed up your stats, sorry about that, we're trying to rectify it. That's it. Nothing, no awards. I can still earn money apparently on that video, but they've already questioned where my audio's come from, a computer game, and they're not happy with that. So that's all that, not a problem. I'm happy with the views that I'm getting and people enjoy it and that's a good thing, that's why I do it. But I had some butterflies in my stomach. I can tell you now, when them stats came in I thought, I'm viral. Oh, I've just drink my sorrows away. Ginger is good. So that's the YouTube rant done. Next thing I want to talk about is this. An Android phone. Or she may have an Apple phone. Plenty of different devices out there at the moment. And because I've got a decent one now, I can actually enjoy playing games off the marketplace. And the funny thing is, what I've noticed lately, if I moan about something on one Friday night rant, a week comes and I tend to then enjoy it. And last week I was moaning about buying games. This week I've only gone and done it. And what it is, I've been playing... I forgot the name of it. X-Construct. Yes, I've been playing X-Construct. I fell in love with it. It's a really nice game. It's simple. There's a block there, and there's a block there, and there's a big gap, and you've got to build a bridge in between and send a train across it. Sounds quite boring. Probably is for most people, but for some reason, when it comes down to physics games, I really enjoy them for some reason. So yeah, I played the demo, and I've probably got a couple of hours out of it because some of the puzzles towards the end got quite difficult, so I was spending about 30 minutes or so just trying to crack each one. And I got to like stage 10, and I did that today at work, and I was like, awesome, and I think there's about 30 stages. And then it comes to the trials ended. I was like, oh, that's a shame. Pity I don't buy games. And then I looked and it was 80 pence, and I thought, well, I don't mind paying 80 pence. I would even give them 80 pence never to play it again, just because I enjoyed that time that I've had with the game, so I've paid my 80 pence. And I was like, wicked, I get to have the next 20 and all the additional content that comes with it. And then they did a very silly thing, a very annoying thing. They wipe my save games and then start me from fresh. So them 2-3 hours I spent grinding, trying to work out how to build these bridges, they're gone. Got to do them all again. Which isn't a problem, it means I'm going to play it again. But to me, it feels like if you give someone a book and said it's a demo, you can only read a few pages of it. Yes, I've really enjoyed this book. Yeah, we'll tell you what, I'd like to purchase that. I'll continue from there. Of course you may, thank you for your 80 pence. Now I'll try and find what page you're on. What a bat! So yeah, it's just weird that they just kind of went, oof, start again. But no, I can't really moan too much. And the thing is, like last week I was like, ooh, download content, boo. And now I'm like, actually, when it's 80 pence, you can't really moan. Because I'm used to paying things like £7 for a map on Call of Duty and not 80 pence for a really good game. And the last thing I want to talk about is, now that I own a PC, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give PC gaming a go. I've not PC gamed for coming up 4 years now. I really used to be only a PC gamer and then fell in love with the console and never looked back. And I've never ever played a PC game in 4 years. And it's going to be really nice to have a mouse and a keyboard because I do enjoy the setup of a PC. So I was like, right, I'm going to install Steam, I'm going to pull down Team Fortress, I'm going to give it a play. At the same time I thought, because I'm a retro collector, it's about time I started buying some old PC games, them big lovely juicy boxes. So I've been on eBay today, and I lie, I've been on eBay yesterday and I've purchased something. Some people might know from my Facebook, Twitter or Google+. But I won't say anything because I'll show it off in a pick-up, and I'm really, really excited to actually get this in my collection. But yeah, that aside, for one, I could already rant about why we don't get them juicy, lovely boxes anymore, but obviously size and they get damaged, and there's many things why we don't, but it's a shame because I used to love them boxes. But the thing is, I've not really thought about it because I'm not a PC gamer. Well, I wasn't a PC gamer until now. And the thing is, every time I go into a game shop, I just simply walk in and there's your PlayStation, a lot of PlayStation stuff because everyone was trading it in, no network. Anyway, we've talked about that. Yeah, PlayStation down that side, 360 down that side, DS, 3DS, Wii, there's a bit of everything all in there. And didn't really realise there's not much PC stuff in there because I just never looked. It was just something I'd never really taken on. And thinking about it now, there's no PC stuff, so I don't even know how, but I fell onto an article and it was discussing that shops intentionally do it because they're not going to give a big space to something that doesn't sell so well. So they're reducing the space, and over time that's going to just vanish. We're all going to be forced onto Steam or whatever download program that you use. And it feels just like we know it's going to probably happen to the consoles. It's a horrible idea. But the thing is, it still feels far away yet. I haven't got to panic. But now I'm starting to get into PC gaming. I feel like I'm actually getting close to the full digital turnover. So I'm a bit scared that I'm going to have to start downloading my games only. And the thing is, I've already looked at Steam and there were so many things on there that was cheap, and I was like, you know what, I might buy that, I might buy that, I might buy that. And I'm already buying into it. And I know a lot of people just saying it's easy because you can just click and it's downloaded. And I always be like, yeah, but you don't know the physical copy. And already I'm going, it is quite nice downloading it. So I'm feeling myself change going towards it, and I don't want that to happen at all because I love this. That is what a gamer's room looks like. Pieces of plastic with discs inside it. And there's nothing better to look at your collection. And eventually we're just going to be looking at a monitor, which is a very sad thing, and it's going to happen, sadly. So I can't say any more than that, apart from dark days are coming. But anyway, I'm going to come away from that now, because I'm already going to kill myself if I keep talking about it. So, bringing on to the question of the week, and that is, a lot of people say, I would love to work in a game company, but no one actually finishes the sentence. So the question is, what part would you like to work in a games company? Because there's many. Would you like to be programming the game? Would you like to be a tester? Would you like to be a map editor or creator even? Would you like to work on the textures? Would you like to design in the box art? Would you like to be a part of the advertising side of it? There's so many parts to a game company, and everyone just says, I'd like to work for one. So the question is, what part of a company would you like to work for? My answer would definitely have to be a map creator, because I can remember back in the Duke Nukem days when the map editor came out, which I think was called Editor, and I spent days, weeks, months even, just creating these maps, and I can't even remember what else it was for, but plenty of times, if they ever gave me a map editor, I would lose myself inside it, creating all these awesome maps. And not long ago, Joe's mum moved, and it was above Crytek, and every time we went to visit her, I had to walk past the Crytek workshop, and I could see inside, and everyone's all working away, and I actually got really depressed, because I was thinking, if I could do it all again, I could be sitting there now. And then it kind of made me think, is there still time to learn how to use these engines and create these maps? And then I wrote it off because I thought it was a stupid idea. But nonetheless, it's still that passion's inside me. So my answer would definitely be, I'd have to be somebody that creates the levels, because it just feels like you could put them tiny little things in the game that some people might not appreciate, but then you can say to your mate, we're having a bit. See around that corner? Yeah, I did that. Remember that? It's a personal joke. And it would just be awesome to do things like that. So. And then my 4GB memory card was full, so I had to stop, transfer it all across and continue just to say goodbye. So that is it, that's the end of the Friday Night Rant. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and look, I didn't slur this week.